actually, my forays into New York legals, records and newspapers have convinced me that there was more to black life, particularly black business life, than the way it's usually depicted. Usually, Americans have finally acknowledged that slavery existed in New York. When I first started off, I had struggles with professional historians who, when I said I was working on the end of slavery in New York, spoke slowly to me because I'm a foreigner. Said, you sure you got the right place? Now, after the exhibit at the New York Historical Society, it's generally accepted, but everyone now thinks slavery ended and then polity happened, and then we're hanging around waiting for something interesting to happen, i.e. the Harlem Renaissance, and so it's a long nothingness out there. But I kept on coming across African New Yorkers who speculated in land and shares and engaged with the market in much the same fashion as their white neighbours. Over 30 years, I and my colleagues, Stephen Robertson, who's in the audience, is one of them. We've probably read somewhere in the vicinity of 100, read and skim-read, 100,000 court cases. I've probably read 200,000 pages of 19th century newspaper and just collected material and stories about blacks that don't fit into the pattern so that I can chuck them at people who want to sympathise. Far from being crushed by economic transformation, these African Americans saw the changes occurring around them as an opportunity and grasped it. From the moment of freedom, they entered with enthusiasm into the marketplace. They did not always thrive, but they most certainly tried. And very occasionally, they succeeded beyond any possible expectation. My main example of an African American entrepreneur left out of the story of New York history is Jeremiah Hamilton, about whom, coincidentally, I have just published Prince of Darkness, The Untold Story of Aaron. This black entrepreneur, mentioned in print 4 times since 1900, and 3 of the 4 mentions are misleading or inaccurate, was not only one of the earliest Americans labelled a millionaire, but he also slashed a swathe through the lily-white world of Wall Street in the middle third of the 19th century.